Hello, all my beautiful Sagittarius friends. Welcome to your August 16th through 31st, 2020 reading. Many blessings to you all. Please understand that this is a collective reading for all Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. That means if you'd like a private reading, please visit my website, royalmystic.com. There you will find everything you need to be part of the Royal Mystic experience. Even if you'd like to be a Vibe Tribe member, there's a link there as well. Always remember, below the video, there's always some information in the description. So if you scroll down and you click the drop down arrow next to the title on the right, there's a little arrow that's either pointing up or down. You can click that, it'll expand it down so that you can see all the information, including some of the names of the decks when I'm using multi-decks, and how to reach me. So with all that being said, you can always click my eye icon. It'll take you to my homepage on YouTube, and you can peruse any of the other horoscope signs that you may be interested in. Thank you, angels, archangels, divine pure white light, divine spirit, spirit guides, gods and goddesses. Thank you so much for being present here to allow all Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising to have the information they seek. I take them when they stick up like that. We thank you so much for your divine guidance, and we welcome the beautiful information that you give, and we take it in the highest possible vibration that it is intended. We thank you for this wonderful reading, and we welcome your energy as always. It is a blessing when you are present. Thank you for your energy and assistance in this reading for Sagittarius. Well, that's certainly an absolutely beautiful energy, Saggies, and moving in the right direction. So we have the Ace of Cups, the Six of Swords, ooh, and the King of Pentacles. King Midas is showing up. We like him. And the Page of Swords. So there's your core reading, the here and now. And we have the Justice in your relationship, love life, and spiritual life. The King of Swords, Archangel Michael, and the High Priestess. Very spiritual energy. This looks like it's talking to the spirit. We have the Seven of Cups in your career and finance, the Page of Rods, and the Five of Cups. Nice. We're closing a cycle, Saggies. There's the Ten of Swords. This is meaning all the feelings of being under attack or being bombarded with negativity. This is the end of that cycle. When you get a 10, it means that's closing and you're going to start fresh and new. So we are through with that fear energy. That is very important to step past. Listen, none of us get through this life without anything ever going wrong. It's how we handle it and how we persevere past that. So it looks like the universe is opening up a big blessing for you to help you past it. Very, very, very nice energy with the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is the beautiful energy of the Holy Grail. It's the highest energy that the universe can give you because this beautiful cup contains the DNA of life. So you've got a new cycle that represents these phases of the moon here. You've got the all-seeing eye, which represents the sacred knowledge or the Akashic record being given down. And then into the cup, some of that knowledge is pouring in as well. And this is the blessing of the universe to give you what you need to transform and move past this closing of that negative energy. And you're definitely doing so. The Six of Swords shows up. It means leaving the negative behind, moving toward the positive, and letting the light guide you. The moon here signifies the fullness of the moon, and that is what's shining ahead to show you the way. This is always meaning the transition between two things, and usually the negative going into the positive. So we have the King of Pentacles, which is an investment or someone making a commitment, either you or someone else. It can represent someone making a financial commitment with you. It can be a job that's very secure or someone backing you financially. It can also mean you getting a position to where you're very stable. So this is a very multi-use card, and it's very great. It's all good. Nothing is bad. And we have the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords is the energy of an information being told. He's a little tattletale. So sometimes you overhear something because of him. He likes to tell it. So, and sometimes it's somebody who thinks they're coming to tell you something, and they think they're going to shock you or tell you something bad, and they're actually giving you exactly what you need to know. Even if it's bad, you need to know, right? So here is the Justice card saying, stay focused, use your divine light within your body. You have chakras in your palms. And so when you use your divine energy that you're channeling through yourself, she's got her eyes covered because she doesn't need to use her natural vision. She needs to be in her spirit mind. So it's telling you, rise up into your spiritual observation mind. You don't need human eyes to do this because it's within yourself. It's connecting to the cosmos. So when you allow yourself to connect to the all, which is what that cup is representing, you are able to focus and drill down right into what you're after. Now this shows doing it and being able to focus in a balance. So you're not off kilter, so that's a good thing. That means equal energy from both sides. Everything's balancing out. And that's how you manifest. When you get the balance right and what you're asking for or focusing on gets in vibration with what the universe is bringing, that's where the little magic spark happens and it turns into something you can see in this present time. Now we have the King of Swords. Beautiful, beautiful energy of the Archangel Michael. This is also a very protective energy, and Archangel Michael is the energy of the patron saint for all first responders and anyone who is wearing a uniform. So as a human being, if this person is in your life, you've got the Libra here. That's the Libra Major Arcana. And this could be a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini energy. But it also stands for certain positions that this particular archetype is drawn toward. Those positions would be police officer, criminal justice, lawyer, doctor, judge, anyone who is in the field of architecture, engineering, or science. This is the very analytically sharp-minded person. It can be someone who's a soldier as well. Any first responder, like I said before. It doesn't always, listen, first responders definition doesn't always include emergency personnel for people. First responders also are people who go out when there's an event, right? And they're the first people on the scene. So all of that is included. And this is a beautiful energy of breaking down obstacles and getting us through a process. So we have the High Priestess next, which is once you focus and you call in the powers that be, this wonderful energy of these angels comes in. There are keepers of humanity out there. The angels, whatever you want to call them. They're energies of protection, and we can call on them to help us get through things. Once you call in the big guns, you just have to follow them. That's all this High Priestess is saying, is now that you've called in all the big stuff, let the universe do its thing. Okay? If you could do it within your power, you wouldn't have been calling this in. You would have just done it. So allow yourself to call it in. And it's like if you order something off Amazon, you're not going to keep reordering the same item and it's just piling up at your front door and you never open the door to receive it, right? So it's the same thing. Don't just make the order, put in the request, and wait. And allow and be peaceful in the waiting, okay? That's the thing. While you're waiting, keep envisioning. Now, we have the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Cups is the blessings and abundance. We call it the dump truck load of blessings. Absolutely overflowing with crazy goodness. So, you can be going through a drought of financial drought or a financial or an emotional drought, or feeling like you're not in a place of being able to get employment and you've been asking. That's what that Justice card is. Focus, focus, focus. Calling it in, pulling that energy. And it shows up all at once at the front door. That's why I call it the dump truck blessings. Because it's literally like it's just heaped on you. So you could call it an avalanche. You could call it a tsunami. You can call it whatever you want. But it all shows up at your front door on the same day. So, so literally, there's every one of these things is just as important as the other. So don't stress yourself on trying to figure out which thing to do first. Just begin with what's closest to you. We have the Page of Wands, and the Page of Wands is the energy of being called to action or being told what to do. He's the notification, he's the reaching out to you saying, okay, here we go. Now, part of you, and I think a lot of people may be dealing with this, I got this immediately when I just now touched the card again. Part of you are having anxiety because your children are going back to school, and you're worried for them, and you're worried what they might, bring home. You're also, some of you are going back to your actual jobs. Some of those jobs may be opening, and that's causing you some stress and some fear, okay? Even though you've got to move forward with progress, it's hard to be in the place of knowing what it used to be, right? How things used to be. And we're missing and mourning the way that it all was, because nothing is the same now. When you go back to, even if you go to the store, you can see some stores have it to where you can't pass each other on the aisle. You must go one way. Everything is one direction. So that's the way it works. You've got to be able to move and groove with the universe, okay? Listen, all this is happening because we're shedding all of our negative energy, okay? This is part of the transition. Things are breaking away. Things are being discovered. Things are being brought out into the open. Even the banking systems are changing the way they're doing business. So it is a big movement in the universe to restructure us. So this is why 2020 is such a pivotal year. It is the year of transformation, and it's affecting us all simultaneously. So we will have a way to begin again. It's already been provided. So let yourself move with the universe, again pointing back at this, going with the flow. Allowing the universe to make everything move in the direction you need it to, and not resist. Her eyes are also, just like this one, her eyes are covered, her head is back and her eyes are closed. There's no reason for her to try to anticipate anything. She just has to surrender to it. It's like being caught in a riptide. You can't swim out of it. You just have to let it take you, and don't fight it, and then you'll pop up way past where you were. But if you try to fight it, you'll drown in the process. So your best shot is to let it zoom you where it's going to take you. So here we go. Let's see what the clarifiers are, Sagittarius. Thank you, angels, archangels, divine pure white light, divine spirit, spirit guides, gods and goddesses. Thank you so much for being present here to allow all Sagittarius, sun, moon, and rising to have the information they seek to assist them in remaining on their highest possible spiritual path. We thank you so much, Divine, for these blessings and beautiful messages, and we receive them in the love and light for which they are intended. We thank you for this divine guidance as well, and we welcome your beautiful, blessed energy. Thank you for your presence. So it looks like we got this Page of Swords again. I don't know that it's going to hit the same spot, but he's still coming to tell it. Three of Pentacles, King of Cups, Eight of Rods. Nice opportunities coming in. Nice, the Chariot. We like the Chariot. We have the Emperor, beautiful energy. We have the Page of Swords. We have the Six of Cups. The Four of Swords. That fits that card too. That's perfect. The Ace of Swords, that's a victory and a gift by the universe. All aces are gifts. There's that Ten of Swords again showing up. The ending of the old way sure is showing up here. Wow. Okay, so there's Archangel Michael a second time, showing you that you are being protected and guided. And listen, we all have free will. So you can say no to any of this. You can say no to the negative as well as you can say no to the positive. So understand, you have to give over or give permission to the other powers that be, which would be the angels and the guides. I had to give permission to let them come in and give me information. So, and I also had to give permission for them to intervene in my behalf. So that's what's important, is that you only have to do it once, and you just tell them you have my permission to intervene, to assist me on my behalf. Because they are seeing things you don't even see. They can see the unseen. So it will behoove you to do that. Here is that beautiful Ace of Cups. We receive, beautiful blessing of abundance health. Inside this cup is health, healing, love. This is the all in the cup. So if you could just take it and pour it in a cup and drink it, that is the universe. Everything that's possible in the universe is in that cup. Pretty big stuff. Now we have the Three of Pentacles, which means what you do, what you bring. It's like, okay, so think if you were an alchemist and you could take 2 pieces of lead and make it into gold. Well, the lead costs maybe a penny and the gold is worth maybe $200 for a brick of it, or however much it is. I don't even know what the value of gold is. You see, I don't buy gold. So whatever the value is, it's exponentially better than lead. We can agree on that. So we have the energy of being able to manufacture our own gold out of mere sand, basically, and then turning it into the profit. So because you're able to do the alchemy, you create your abundance. Don't forget that. You are the one who creates the abundance through whatever you manifest. 6 of Swords. Leaving the negativity behind, moving in the right direction. This card is always positive. It always means launching in the right direction, taking all of your experience and knowledge, and following the higher self, which you've got a ton of here. Saggies, this is the most spiritual reading I can remember doing for you guys. This is huge. This is a spiritual coup here. With that, you have the King of Cups. And the King of Cups is offering authentic assistance or authentic gifts, even love, okay? So that is the water sign energy. So Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio are the major arcanas that it relates to. However, or the major water signs: fire, water, earth, air, wind. Let's just throw them all out there. Let's have that whole thing out. There we go. It could be any sign. That's the other thing. This can be somebody embodying the sign of the authentic giving through any of the other signs, through any of the other elements. They just have goodness in their heart and they're trying to assist you. Now you've got another king coming in, which is the earth energy. And this would be Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, if it relates to that. But other than that, it relates to abundance and prosperity. This is King Midas. He has the Midas touch. This is a big deal, guys, because he's making an all-in commitment here. He is bringing his throne that weighs tons and setting it down and parking his behind on it, which means he's not going anywhere. He's going all in. Boy, is he going all in. You've got all these rods heading your way. See all the blooms on them? Very prosperous, beautiful energy, and we take that. Thank you very much. Now, here's the little messenger coming in to tell you something. And remember I said it could be anything. Well, it's the best thing. So we have the Cancer Major Arcana here of the Chariot. This is spectacular in the upgrade, okay? So this is spiritually, emotionally, physically, and financially. Upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. This is a life upgrade. Okay, now we are going through that right now with the 2020 shift in the air. However, this is a personal experience. This is like the Hollywood card. This is being seen in the limelight. So people will be looking up to you, in that some of your friends may be a little bit jealous of your success. And maybe not your friends, but some people will be going, wow, how did they get that? How did she get that? How did he get that? So just be ready to receive. That's what we're working for here. This is the manifesting moment, and it's showing up. And I'm going to tell you why it's showing up. I've got that card in my hand. So here is the Justice card, where you are absolutely focused, and you notice the symbol here. The sun is the focus. So that means your goal, okay? You're on target. You've got your energy, you've got your mojo, and you're not letting what you see in front of you dissuade you and cause disbelief because of what you see and not what you're manifesting. So understand that. That's one of the reasons why she's got the blindfold on, is because she needs to be able to imagine what she wants or you need to be able to imagine what you want rather than seeing what you have and go, oh, well, I can't, that's not possible. I only have this. Listen, just because you're where you are now doesn't mean you can't get where you want to be. And you have to give it that. The only way to get it is to manifest it. So here is the reason I said it's about to come to life right now in front of your eyes. You see that orb in his hand? That is his spiritual energy. This is the universal card for the universe. Literally the master of the universe in the masculine form. So the Emperor is also, just FYI, is also the Aries major arcana. However, here he's not pigeonholing himself into a star sign, just like this Justice card is Libra, but it's more than Libra in this reading. So you've got this Emperor energy. He's got the spiritual punch power right there in his left hand, and in his right hand he's got the Ankh, which is the everlasting life. Okay, so serious business. This is about to turn into something materializing right before your very eyes. Stay focused, Saggies. You've got it. You're on target. Don't let go. Keep that tractor beam going, drawing it in. You've got Archangel Michael here to help remove obstacles and bring you through whatever challenges you face. Protection. There comes a little bit of information to help you know that you're on the right track, and you will be getting divine downloads and little thoughts that just pop into your mind. That's part of this. You're in the flow. You know you're in the flow. You can feel it, guys. It's something that you feel in your heart. It actually gets your heart excited. And you're also in with your vibe tribe. This is the soul family, soul bond energy of many lifetimes. You actually have people around you who are also in the belief that you are going to make this happen, and they'll help you and support you in manifesting. That's why I have this beautiful group of people on here that you guys are all here with me doing it together. It makes it stronger, by the way. It magnifies it. So, 7 of Cups. Here comes that blessing, and I mean, sometimes you have to remind yourself it's a blessing because it is literally feeling like you're just being hammered. So you will have a moment that you wear yourself out if you're not careful. So please take good self-care and make sure that you do everything you can to restore and rejuvenate yourself, because this is exhausting energy if you let it be. Now, there's the Page of Wands. He's coming in to tell you all the little details. And the Ace of Swords, which is cutting through the veil, removing anything that's been obscuring what you're heading for. And this is a victory. You see that laurel wreath at the top of the sword. Very much a gift of the universe to help get you really focused and heading for the goal. When you cut through that and the sun starts coming through the clouds, you've been in this place of feeling, see all those clouds in the sky? It's kind of dark and it's on the sunset, and you just feel like, I don't even know how to handle all of this. There's so much change. Yes, we are all facing a lot of change right now, all together though. Luckily, that's a good thing that we're all doing it together, because there's no extra residual stuff happening. We're all collectively working together at the highest energy. So here is the 10 of Swords. There's that same card that started the reading. It's ending the reading. Now you see those dark clouds? They are being cut by this energy. And you will not have to be going through this. After it's done, it's done. Close the door and walk away. Start your new beginning. So it's up to you to figure out when that time is for you. And you have to stand up and just declare, I will not surrender to this. This is a transition for everyone, and I will stand up and I will march on and I will make a better life for myself despite the circumstances. So many blessings to you, my Saggies. This is a very, very inspirational reading. I send you love, light, and abundance. I'll see you again in September. Namaste.